Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Just want to give you an update in the Dylan Rounds case. Some of you guys might be already aware of it. It's from a couple days ago now. I'm just a little late to get into it, but just in case if there are any of you out there that haven't heard this yet, Chase Venstra is not a suspect in the disappearance of Dylan Rounds. It says missing in Utah, Chase Venstra not part of an investigation in Dylan Rounds' disappearance. So, pretty interesting, huh? Let's read it. Says Chase Venstra has been cleared from the investigation of Dylan Rounds. The 19-year-old disappeared in late May and has not been heard from. He was operating his farm near the town of Lucin in western Box Elder County. I am not surprised that they haven't found anything physically because the desert is so unforgiving, said Dylan's mother, Candace Cooley. Nearly 2 months after the investigation began, 2 people emerged in connection to Rounds' disappearance. 2 neighbors, Chase Venstra and James Brenner, are now in jail following possible connections to the case. According to Dylan's mother, those 2 have the answers. I absolutely believe so, said Cooley. I 100% believe so. Box Elder authorities named Brenner a suspect in Dylan's disappearance. But Venstra was connected to the disappearance based on a federal document which stated Davis County Sheriff's Office and Box Elder Sheriff's Office executed a residential search warrant on Venstra's known residence in conjunction with a homicide investigation. 2 months later, no one's been charged. We are just hoping that they get that one piece that somebody can be charged with and finally used it, said Cooley. But yesterday in federal court, a podcast host met with the federal prosecutor following Venstra's brief court appearance. He is facing federal gun violations similar to Brenner. He said that as far as he knows, Chase Venstra is no longer a person of interest in Dylan Rounds' disappearance, the host of True Crime Utah said, and that is a shock. The podcast was instantly picked up by other podcast channels. Some doubted information was true. It was a topic on the podcast. We were talking about how Chase is no longer a person of interest and how he made a deal, and I'm not believing anything, said Douglas Hunton, who hosts the podcast. I don't think anyone is going to tell us anything unless it's a press release. But late Thursday, Cooley said she spoke with an FBI agent about Venstra's involvement. She said the FBI never considered him a person of interest and that the search warrant was misconstrued. The bottom line, Venstra's been cleared. Cooley said the only person that is the target of the investigation is James Brenner. He remains in jail and has pleaded not guilty to the gun violation charges. His trial is scheduled for September. Okay, so let me play this clip.
Chase Venstra is sitting in jail after a search warrant supposedly linked him to the disappearance of Dylan Rounds. Now, some are saying he's been cleared.
I'm not surprised they don't find anything physically because that desert is unforgiving.
Nearly 2 months after Dylan Rounds suddenly disappeared, there's been no sign of him. At this point, the investigation is centering on 2 people, Chase Venstra and James Brenner. According to Dylan's mother, these 2 have the answers.
I absolutely believe so. I 100% believe so.
Box Elder authorities named Brenner a suspect in Dylan's disappearance. Venstra was connected to the disappearance in a search warrant, but nearly 2 months later, no one's been charged.
And so we're just hoping they get that one piece that somebody can be charged and we can finally release it.
But yesterday in federal court, a possible development in the investigation. Venstra was in court. Afterwards, a woman who hosts a crime podcast met with a federal prosecutor.
He said that as far as he knows, Chase Venstra is no longer a person of interest in Dylan Rounds' disappearance. And that came rather as a shock.
Cooley had not heard that, and her podcast quickly set a firestorm on social media. Some cast doubt whether or not the Venstra development was even true.
Now, people are talking about how Chase is like, he's no longer a person of interest and how he made a deal and yada, yada, yada. I'm not believing anything. I don't think anyone's going to tell us anything unless there's a press release.
Late this afternoon, Dylan's mother met with an FBI agent on this very same issue and was told that Venstra has never been part of this investigation and that the search warrant was misconstrued. Bottom line, Venstra's been cleared. For Missing in Utah, Marcus Ortiz, ABC4 News.
Pretty interesting, huh? Who would have thought? I really thought he was involved. But he hasn't. He never was named as a suspect. I don't know where that ever came from to begin with. Because when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's named," oh, like remember when James Brenner was named a suspect, and then a couple people were like, "Oh yeah, he's been named a suspect too." I couldn't find it in any documents. I'm like, "No, he's not. I mean, where does it say that?" It never said it anywhere, so he never was named. I think people were just assuming he was gonna be named, but he wasn't. So, like right after James Brenner was named, yeah, there was people saying they were saying it like he was already named a suspect, and he wasn't. So never was, and I guess he's been cleared and he's not gonna be. So I don't know, guys. It's an update. Like I said, I'm gonna just cover this case when there's actually something to cover, you know, when there's updates, like official updates. Other than that, I just can't take all the negativity. So I do have one more video coming out for the Kurt answers from that video, but then after that it's just gonna be you know, if somebody wants to come on, locals, if they want to come on that know something, they're more than welcome to come as a guest. If not, I don't have anything else to really add to it, you know. Unless if there's an update like this. So a lot of you guys probably are already aware of it, at least the ones that are following it every day. But there are some that don't follow it every single day, and it might be news to them. So because they're just following more like the official stuff. So, okay. But anyway, here's the clip. And I haven't slept yet, guys. It's 7 a.m. Friday morning. I did those 2 lives last night. I've been editing all night since. And I still haven't slept. So I edited a Austin video. I did a part of the Kurt. I'm not quite done. And then this one. So this one is a quick one to edit though, but all right, guys. Have a good night. I'll probably be sleeping the day away after I get these done. All right, have a good day.
Oh, you gotta see yourself in the face of your brother.